guys, welcome to episode 3 of the Bmoney Beastin Athletics recap. This week, we're interviewing stud linebacker from Heritage Middle School, Luke Jones. Have some highlights and find out what happened in the NGAC football playoffs. We're Gordon Lee and Lakeview. Heritage and Ringgold squared off and see who's going to match up on October 18th for the NGAC football championship. Let's get to it. Custom apparel now available through Bmoney Beastin Athletics. Have a design you've always wanted to see on a t-shirt, a hoodie, joggers? Hit us up, info@bmoneybeastinathletics.com. Want to try out a new Fire Swag apparel brand? www.bmoneybeastinathletics.com. Let's show up and show out together. All right, guys. I'm here with stud Heritage Middle School linebacker Luke Jones. What's up, dog?
What's up?
How you doing today?
Good.
It's nice out here, ain't it?
Yeah.
So tell me, man. We're gonna start out. Tell me what got you into playing football. What other sports do you play? What grade you're in? Let's tell people.
Yeah. I started getting into football because I like to hit people and everything. I just like to hit people. And I play football. I wrestle. I'm in 7th grade and go to Heritage Middle School.
Have you always went through that school system there, Boynton and all that?
Yeah, I've always went through. Actually, my first few years playing football, I went through Chickamauga, and then I went to Boynton, stayed with Boynton, and then I went to Heritage Middle. That's where I'm at now.
I seen a clip of you last week. I put on, actually a couple weeks ago now. I put on the show. They put you at fullback. Dude, you were looking a little bit like Mike Allstott, man. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good run. That's the first time I ran the ball since I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome, dude. All right, well, football's important, and it seems like Heritage is having a great season. What's your grades like?
My grades, they're actually good. I got A's and B's right now. I'm trying to keep it there.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, man, trying to balance life. But school's important, man, like education, whatever you want to do in your life, you know.
No pass, no play, see?
Right, yeah. And that's a good thing with school athletics, I feel like, like you're held accountable to what you're doing in the classroom. What's something you're into that nobody else would know?
I don't know. Kind of just like to, really at this age, no kid really likes to go, like, work out 24/7, I guess, like you could say. I like to work out, and I like to eat. That's all I like to
Eat and work out.
Yeah.
Tell me about what you like to do in the weight room and what you don't like to do in the weight room.
I don't really like deadlifts, but I like to bench and squat. I like working upper body and really concentrate on upper body. But then I got to work on that lower body, because you're not going to tackle anybody with just upper body strength.
No, not at all, man. So, you got to have that hip explosion.
Yeah.
What do you What do you squat, bench, deadlift? What do you got right now?
So my bench is 185. My squat is 230. And like I said, I don't like doing deadlifts, but my deadlift right now is 285.
And how much do you weigh right now?
I weigh 155 right now.
155. And this is a 7th grader that weighs 155, deadlifting 285. Put that in perspective, folks. All right, man. So right now, as it stands, you got a week, maybe 2 left of football season, and then you start wrestling season. How long have you been wrestling? What got you into wrestling?
Actually, I started wrestling when I was like 4 years old and everything. I'm pretty sure I've been wrestling for like 7 years now, I guess.
Do you enjoy it, or is it just something sub-sport of football?
It's a sub-sport for football. Football's my main go-to. I'm wanting to go professional one day.
Really?
Play for the NFL. If I don't make it there, then I'm going to go work for my dad and everything. If he starts his own business. But right now, concentrating on going to professional football and everything. But
you ever been clocked at a 40?
not this year.
What's the fastest you've ever ran one at? And it doesn't have to be bad, good, or ugly. It's
to be honest, I don't think I ever did one. All I did was 20s, and my 20 was a 3 flat.
That's moving, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the fastest, but
I'll tell you a secret, man. When I was in high school, I couldn't run in a straight line to save my life. But laterally, I could move, and I was strong, and I could play the position.
See, that's all right.
And you know, here's the thing. You see NFL players. We use Tyreek Hill, right? He can fly, right? He never runs in a straight line unless he's in the open field, right? That breakaway speed, you don't need that as a linebacker. You really don't. You need lateral speed. And I think you're well on your way, man. Like 285 deadlift as a 7th grader, dude. I don't think I deadlifted that until I was like a sophomore in high school. That's pretty awesome, man. What else are you into? Since wrestling, you know, it's kind of like a sub sport. You only do it in the winter, right? You don't do anything past the winter.
Yeah. See, I don't ever work out during season because it's like I just really don't have time for it.
Yeah, school, football. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and then off season, I concentrate on bulking up for next season,
right?
Getting stronger. So it's mostly just football, wrestling, off season working out.
As soon as so you don't ever cut during the season for wrestling.
Never cut. Never. I keep like say I'm 155 right now. I'll probably be wrestling 160.
So you always go up.
Always go up. Never cut.
It'd be interesting to see you wrestle on like a true weight cut like most kids do. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah. I think I'd do pretty good there, but I just like I said, I don't love football and like I don't like really like try to cut weight at all. So I think, like I said,
I'm not condoning it, right? I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying that it happens. Like I remember you wrestled last year. What'd you place last year? That top 100, sixth.
Yes.
Sixth. And you were wrestling up, right?
Yeah, I was 140. I weighed 130.
Yeah, you were wrestling 10 pounds up in a middle school division, which is, you know, you were a 6th grader. Like that's a huge accomplishment, and that's a huge accomplishment. And imagine, like you said, you weighed what 130 and you wrestled 140. Say you went down, wrestled 125, dude, you'd have been a beast. Like I'm just saying it. But you know that probably half the bracket you were in cut down 5 pounds, right? And the bracket you were in, you were wrestling people that were possibly 3 weight classes ahead of you. So that's a huge accomplishment. So you wrestled through the NGAC season, right? And last year you placed what, 3rd? Was it 3rd?
No, second.
Second. Yeah, you lost in the finals, right? It was close, wasn't it? A pretty close match. Yeah, and that kid had beat you a few times, right? Like, and it was like handily, right? Like a solid win.
He won by points. It just went to the 3 rounds, and it won by points. Man, it's big upset. I thought I'd have him. I had him in the cradle, but then he just broke it, and I just got wore out.
It happens, man. Conditioning, dude, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
Football's 10 seconds at a time, and wrestling's 2 minutes at a time. So what? So we know your long-term goals. Do you have any college preferences? What you'd want to study? Anything like that?
Not really. I've not really thought about that, which I need to, but I've not really thought about that.
Well, you're a 13-year-old kid. That's okay. But like moving forward, you know, like to get to where you want to go, there's all these steps in the middle, you know. And college, that's a big step. Same thing. Don't pay, don't play, right? Or don't pass, don't play. So you plan to go to college? You got a preference where you'd like to go to college?
I want to go to SEC school.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you have a preference? Georgia, probably Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia's my school. I mean, where I want to go to school. That's the school I cheer for when it comes to football. Tennessee, Georgia, LSU, Florida, somewhere right there.
Just where you can play in the SEC.
Yeah.
Hard-nosed football. I love that, dude. That's awesome. What's your favorite food, Luke?
Mine, probably steak. I'd have to go steak.
Oh, all right. I've heard that now. This is becoming a trend with you guys. Steak. You got a favorite cut? You like just any kind of beef?
Any kind of beef.
I dig that, man. You ever ate deer meat?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we go deer a lot.
That's a hobby you got. You like deer hunting?
Yeah.
How many deers have you shot?
This season, 0.
This season, 0. What about last year? Did you get one last year?
I actually seen some. I can't hit my shot.
I'll tell you a funny story. You're 13. I was about 11, and when I was 11 years old, I went hunting for the very first time. I'd never touched a gun in my life, right? I didn't know they had a kick on them on a shotgun where it kicks. And when I shot, there was a deer about 100 yards. I've only been hunting like 3 or 4 times in my life. This is the first time. And I was in Ohio, and there was like a valley, and the deer was on the other side of the valley, and I was on this side. And I aimed, and my cousin was telling me, right under his arm, just trying to teach me to aim. And when I shot, it kicked, and I hit that deer right in the butt. And he ran about 500 yards and fell down. I felt so bad. I was like, man, I put him in pain. But that's awesome, man. So, tell me about Heritage Middle School football.
Oh, yeah, it's great. I think we got a great season. I think our team's going to do well against Ringgold. We got a really good defense. We got hard-nosed players on our defense.
And you throw the football. Your offense can throw.
Oh, yeah. Our quarterback's got a cannon for his size. I think Coach Edwards got a good game plan for Ringgold. I think Coach Shaw's got a good plan for us as defense, too. We got a bunch of our star players back. See, I didn't play in the Ringgold game. We got me, Braden, Sam back. Sam's one of our wide receivers and safeties. And I think we're going to do pretty good on the defensive side of the ball.
It was a pretty close game, even when you lost. What was it, 20-12, 26-12, something like that, 20-12. And so I think that'll turn out really well too. Do you, I don't know if you knew this. I played for Mel Edwards in 2002. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. I know my dad played for him.
At Ringgold, yeah. He's been around here for a long time. I played defensive lineman for him in 2002. We won the NGAC in football. And I think it was the first time that Ringgold had ever won it. And I'll tell you, this is something I don't think I'd ever thought I'd mention on here, but that morning, we had already beaten Lafayette that year. Lafayette and Ringgold was the championship that year, and we'd already beaten them. I think it was like 14-0. Well, we had a Spanish teacher that coached linebackers, and he comes up to me that day. I had him for second block, and he says, "We're going to win on a field goal." He said, "I had a dream about it." Now, granted, we had never kicked a field goal all year long, right? I'm like, "Oh, we're going to win on a field goal." Well, it's 3 minutes left in the game. It's 4th down. We're on the 3-yard line, and Edwards sends the field goal unit on the field. And Broom, the coach that told me this, looks at me. He's just staring, smiling. I'm like, "No way, man." And sure enough, we kicked the field goal. We were up 3-0, and with a minute left, we got a pick six, so it ended up being 11-0. But that really happened in my life the day before that day of that 3-0. We're gonna win by a field goal, and surely it happened. That still blows my mind that he called that earlier in the day. Well, man, I wish you the best. I want you to really succeed. You're a great kid. I've been around you at times. I want to see you in the wrestling room, dude. I look forward to seeing you in the wrestling room. Whatever your goals are, man, I want to give you just some props here. Just take them one day at a time. And I know you're working hard with weightlifting, but really think about those studies, man. What do you want to study in college? Because when you get there, you still got to go to school.
Yeah. I think it's going to be welding. I think if I don't make it as professional, I think I'm going to go. My job, I want to be heating an air with my dad or welding.
So regardless what it is you do, you want to do a manual labor type job.
Yes, sir.
So you just want to pick up heavy stuff.
Yeah.
You sound like Stone Cold Steve Austin. He did an interview one time. He says, "If I wasn't a pro wrestler, I'd be moving heavy stuff." I dig that. Thanks for your time, Luke.
Yeah.
Good luck this week, and go Generals. This past Tuesday, October 11th, the Ringgold Tigers defeated the Heritage Generals 52-22 to advance to the NGAC Football Championship next Tuesday, October 18th. They will now match up with the Gordon Lee Trojans in what should be an amazing NGAC Championship game. The 10-and-under Dalton Cats got a big win this week, 20-6 over the CYA 10-and-under Chiefs. Right here you see Talon Pinson with a big run in for a big score to put the Cats ahead. Later on in the game, quarterback Hudson Rupert with a dime to Talon Pinson for yet another touchdown. Keep up the good work, Dalton Cats 10U. This past Saturday at Howard High School, the FCA Braves from Tunnel Hill, Georgia, 10-and-under, lost a tight 6-0 game to the 10-and-under Chickamauga Blue. 6-0's a definite defensive battle. Keep your head up, FCA Braves, and get ready for next week. Let's go. This week on the NGAC football recap, the North Georgia Athletic Conference. The playoffs took place this past Tuesday with Gordon Lee defeating Lakeview 34-16 and Ringgold defeating Heritage 52-22. That leads to the championship, ladies and gentlemen. Ringgold and Gordon Lee this coming Tuesday, October 18th. Gordon Lee has a running game that it still seems nobody's been able to stop. Ringgold's got a tough defense and a pretty amazing passing game. So this is a pretty good matchup. They already met with Gordon Lee getting the win, but as the season goes on, teams improve, and I feel like now this is going to be a classic middle school football game. So October 18th, Ringgold and Gordon Lee for the NGAC football championship. Stay tuned, folks. Pretty good show this week. If you'd like to submit any highlights or scores from your team, youth, middle school, whatever, any sport, send it in to info@bmoneybeastinathletics.com. Also, if you'd like to be interviewed for the show, hit us up, info@bmoneybeastinathletics.com. We'll be set up next Saturday at Walmart in Fort Oglethorpe with some fire swag. Stop by and see us. Have some items for sale. Check out our website, bmoneybeastinathletics.com. Always remember, show up and show out.